How should the members of the Hindu and the Indian diaspora now react to this invasion remark that's come out? And that's a credible point by Nirmal Abraham. Maybe this is a non-issue, and if people wouldn't have talked about it, it would have been, swept under the rug. He is actually talking and catering to a very small, part of the multitude.
Thank you, Kabir. It's such a pleasure and honor for me to be here. And Kabir, there are two very big stand-up comedians in the U.S. One is Trevor Noah, who Donald Trump wants to sue because he made some remarks on the Epstein files at the recent Grammys just last week, and Gabriella Iglesias, who's known as Fluffy. Yeah. Now, why am I telling you about these comedians in a show like that? A comedian normally catches the imagination of the people, and they're both on record. I have seen both their stand-ups where they say that Indians went to rob a bank, and when they came back with a computer. So the other guy was waiting in the car, says, "You were supposed to rob a bank. I gave you a gun. Why did you come back with a computer?" He says, "Nobody at the bank would take me seriously." They said, no, you are tech support. So take the computer, fix it, and bring it back. So this is what the comedians who capture the larger imagination of the people. Now your question was how we should take this. I wish, and having lived in South Carolina, which is the Bible Belt, and also in Houston, I wish I could say that we don't need to worry about these redneck / people who are from the Rust Belt states. But why I would not say that I won't worry about them anymore, or rather I would worry, is because let's understand what Donald Trump is up to. They have started demonizing foreigners. They have started demonizing immigrants. Now, the average American does not know how different looks, how an Indian looks different to a Pakistani, to an Indian, to maybe a South American, or to, somebody from Puerto Rico or Venezuela. So what happens is that these guys who have, not very well educated and do not understand what STEM education and the contribution Indians are making, because had they known, they wouldn't have made such remarks. So they end up polarizing the society. They end up, motivating people. And Donald Trump is not doing a great job either. I'm sorry, I don't hold a brief for the MAGA, but the MAGA has been quiet. I mean, the Indian diaspora has been quiet. Have you seen one statement from all those 5 names that you said? Who spoke against tariffs, or when Donald Trump or the Howard Lutniks ridicule India, call them a dead economy? Has one of them had the backbone to stand up? So first of all, they're not Indians. They are Americans who are from Indian descent and are working for the American president's coterie. That's one. And number 2 is Donald Trump is trying to create a Christian nationalistic America. That's what J.D. Vance has also been doing. And that's what our Turning Point USA and Erica Clark is all about. So they are trying to, if you look at their statements, also what Donald Trump said, that why aren't immigrants coming from, Sweden and Norway? I mean, Sweden and Norway, they're probably smaller than Noida, where I live. So how do you get so many STEM graduates and fill all the, the technology, the oil, or medicine, or wherever we Indians have contributed so much to the U.S.? So they are trying to create, by demonizing immigrants, they are trying to create a wedge in the American society. And unfortunately, with the gun laws and everything, all it takes is one lunatic in America who can simply go and spray bullets. I'm just going to complete saying by one thing, that when I went as a kid to the United States, there used to be a gang in New Jersey called the Dot Busters. This is back in the 80s. And every time they would see a lady with a bindi, that's what the dot was, they would go and physically harm her. So even that has happened. But unfortunately, now the way social media, the fraud and polarization that it brings, it can be dangerous, because Donald Trump is trying to pander to the, the white individuals from the Rust Belt states who they wish to vote, because they're trying to say that we want to make a white America again. If you look at Elon Musk's statement that he's giving in England or to Germany, or he's talking about Norway or Sweden or France, they're trying to say that America is for the whites and for the WASPy people, and all immigrants are here to take your jobs away.